Little instant reaction on day 4 of this Qatar 2022 World Cup. What I really noticed in this World Cup is that a lot of teams, quote unquote, not favorites, a lot of dogs are winning in this World Cup, are playing well, are just taking over the game. And today, Japan beating Germany. What I really want to say is, just like yesterday with the game that Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, a lot of the same things happening in this game in particular, where there was a Germany team who was pushing really hard, who was playing well, who was creating chances. They just couldn't capitalize. First of all, well, they did score a goal on a penalty kick, and then Gondogan scored, ended up scoring that goal. But then Gondogan actually had another really, really good chance that he ended up hitting the post. And then all of a sudden, Japan just kept hanging around. The goalie actually kept them in the game. His name is Gonda. He actually saved a couple of plays from Germany going up 2-0. That was a key part of that game. And this is where I draw the line on this Japan team. He's got the speed. This team physically was overwhelming Germany. There was just one guy on a wing, another guy on another wing, and then here comes the coaching. Coaching had a lot to do with this game. Every time you see a coach making a substitution on the game and actually changing the outcome and actually changing things on the pitch, Takuma and Doan, they both players that came into this game, both players scored a goal, and what a surprise by Germany. I really love this team. I have to say this. As I said on my predictions, my confidence on this Germany team is not very good to make a deep run in this World Cup. And now that Japan beat them, I think they're not going to survive this group. I think now I have an edge on Japan to actually be the number 2 seed. And then we have Spain on the third match of the day. And what a master class by Luis Enrique. I said it first, you heard it here. This team is so deep. And they have the tiki-taka. The tiki-taka is back. You know that tiki-taka from Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets? Well, now it's Busquets, Pedri, and Gavi. And Gavi was the third youngest player to ever score a goal in a World Cup. What an amazing talent this Spain squad is coming hard with right now. I love the way they play. I said they remind me a little bit of that World Cup winner with Xavi and Iniesta. But you know what? The more I think about it, the more I like this Spain squad. They play with so much more clarity. They have more variance. They have a deeper bench. I actually think they can give England or Argentina, Brazil, or anybody else a run for their money. This team is going to be dangerous. And I think that this 7-0, let's not overreact. Please, let's not overreact. A lot of these high-scoring games, when they're swing one way, a lot of it is just a really good team having a really good day against a really bad team having a really bad day. 7-0, I don't think it's the difference between these two teams, even though I do have this Costa Rica team as the dead last on my list talent-wise. They did not have a great qualification group in the CONCACAF, and I don't expect them to do very well in this World Cup. But the Spain squad, I want to see them against Germany. I cannot wait to see them against Germany. I do think they're going to take him down, but I want to see how they take him down, see how they play. I want to see them beat Germany at least 2 to 3 goals, because I do think that's the difference between these two teams. Gavi and Pedri, they're just so good, and you can see the masterclass. Even the people coming off the bench for this team just play so well. And I think they have so much variance. That's the thing I like about this Germany squad. I think it's the best performance and domination we've seen so far in this World Cup. I know England won 6-2, but I do think they showed a little bit of vulnerability. And I do think that Spain looks pretty solid. Canada, oh Canada, you let me down. Not so much. I did have him losing to the Belgium squad, who honestly did not surprise me. Canada was the best team on the pitch, top to bottom, defense to midfield to offense. This team is good. Everything I expected and much more. I still think they can get to the second seed in this group. Belgium may be the clear number one right now, but they did not have a good game against Canada. But I think that's more of an indictment on what this Canada group can bring to the table. I did say that this is going to be one of the surprises, and I did have Davis as a top scorer on this World Cup, and he let me down. He missed the penalty kick. I believe Canada was robbed of another penalty kick, and that alone, scoring those two penalty kicks, would have changed the whole result of this game. I do think that this Belgian team is very vulnerable, and I think if Davis would have scored that penalty kick, this game swings the other way, and I do see Canada even winning or tying this game. And if that would have happened, oh my goodness, now we're talking about Canada being the number one seed. I do think that Canada, with Buchanan on the right wing and Hoyley on the left wing, I think they cause a lot of trouble. Their speed, their dribbles, they have so much more clarity. They have a lot more clarity. That's what I was saying. Mexico is locking. They have Chucky Lozano on the right wing, and they have Alexis Vega on the left wing. But then they have Martin as a center forward, and there's no connection. There's no clarity between those three players. That's the difference between this Mexico team and this Canada team. The Canada, they're finishing plays, they're making connections, they're giving goal, they're always passing, they're always finishing up plays, and that's what I love about this Canada. That's why I picked them to be a surprise team. I think that's a big difference between a team in Mexico who is not playing well because they don't have those connections, and a team in Canada who, even though in a loss, look more impressive than Mexico on a tie.